and welcome back to another video. This time we will be making something gaming themed again, if you couldn't tell by the title. We're trying out a new camera angle because today I feel like I look like poop, so y'all aren't gonna see my face. And for this project I thought it'd be nice to start off with this kind of top-down angle. So we're not going to be like this the entire video because of this kind of thing we're making. We will be making a sculpture, and it's going to be a Pokemon themed sculpture. Now, Pokemon videos are no new thing to my channel. I've made probably about 3 or 4 Pokemon related videos. And I've definitely talked about Pokemon a lot as my time here on this channel. So you might be wondering, what kind of Pokemon sculpture are we going to be making today? Well, I haven't done this in such a long time, and I'm so used to making tiny, itty-bitty, little polymer clay figurines. And when I say little itty-bitty, I mean like this big. And it's been such a long time since I've made a sculpture about this big. And I want to make a decent sized sculpture again. Now, I've done things like this size, say hello to my penny figurine. I've done things this size, but I haven't done anything bigger than that in a very long time. And I can't wait for that. And recently from Pokemon, it was Pokemon Day last Thursday, I believe. And it was just announced that there's going to be a Pokemon Gen 8, and I'm so excited. And I knew right away what starter I was going to want, and that starter would be Scorbunny. Now there's Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble, I believe is how it's pronounced. And Scorbunny is the fire type, and I just love how Scorbunny looks. She or he or it is so cute. It has just, I've always loved bunnies, and I've always wanted one. And it looks like candy corn, which is even better because I love candy corn. So it just, I think it's just so cute, and I can't wait to make a sculpture of it. And I kind of want to do it in a pose very similar to this. I don't know if I will do this exact pose, but yeah. Also, thanks to my boyfriend for helping me figure out what video to do today, because I had no idea what kind of video to do, and I didn't want to do 2 create this books back to back. So yeah. So yeah, let's get right into this. This is going to be about a 3-hour process, but about a maybe 10-15 minute process for you. So let's go. His color scheme is white, orange, dark orange, and yellow. Now, some of the colors we're gonna have to paint on, or maybe paint on, I don't know, we'll see. I probably am gonna paint them on. Haven't done painting in a while on a figure, so that would be good to do. The colors we are going to use are white. This is classic Sculpey 3 white, and it is very, very soft. If you've never worked with it before, it gets very dirty, it's very sticky. I don't suggest this clay as your first clay, but because this entire piece is basically gonna be white and painted, I'm not too concerned with it. We might use a little bit of rubbing alcohol to clean up the piece. I'm not so sure yet. I don't think it'll be necessary because I might just paint over the entire piece with white paint. So we'll see. We have that. And for any other little extra bits that I know I will paint, I will be using some scrap clay. It is always good, in my opinion, to keep all your scrap clay in one bag together. This way you can use them for certain projects. Then for the little extra bits, I don't know if I'm gonna do those by painting them on or not. We will see. But I have a orange cream clay and a gold copper clay. The gold copper clay, this is, I believe, Sculpey 3. Yes, it's Sculpey 3 Effects, and this is Bake Shop by Sculpey. Bake Shop by Sculpey is the 99-cent Sculpey clay. No, 79 cents, excuse me. It's the 79-cent clay you can get at Walmart. I don't know if they make Bake Shop anymore. Every time I go to Walmart, I don't see it. but Bake Shop is not the best clay in the world, by far. So, and then there's the effects clay, which I have no problem with. We've used this clay, I believe, once before in my dragon tutorial, so yes. And then last but not least, because we are making a larger than normal sculpture, I will be using 20 gauge wire to keep the piece stable because it will be in the oven. I don't want it to fall or break. This isn't anything special, it's just 20 gauge wire. I do have other 20 gauge wire, but it's gold plated and I'd rather not use it for this project. And I can't seem to find my wire cutters right now, so in place of my wire cutters, we'll be using scissors. If you do not have any of these materials, do not worry. It is not necessary to have everything you see here. As long as you have some sort of clay, you have some sort of paint that you can make the colors out of, you are fine. Alright, so to start off, we are going to take our wire and we are going to make some sort of base out of it. Now, the base I want to do, I'm probably going to make it look like a wood grain texture, like he's almost standing on a wooden floor. So, let's make some sort of circle here. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Okay, this is our base so far. And we will start adding clay to it.
Hi everyone, if you're wondering why I sound different, it's because I'm sick. Yet again, it seems like 2019 is the year of being sick on YouTube, and this is many months later. And I'm sorry for that, a lot of stuff just came up in my life, and that's just kind of how life goes, I guess. It is currently April 14th, and I definitely recorded this on Pokemon Day, which was, I don't even know, I think early March. So, yeah. Let's talk about what's going on in the sculpture real quick. So, I'm making a very poor decision of having Score Bunny's foot lifted up as if he's like doing a jump kick. And this turns out to be a very poor decision for me because of gravity, and gravity is saying no. I'm sorry. And even the entire body starts to slump down the wire, and you'll see me constantly struggling with this as the sculpture progresses. But I was smart because I noticed this early on and I said, okay, I don't want the face to start sagging while I'm working on it. So I started using a mixture of Sculpey 3 and a lot of my scrap clay, because my scrap clay has a lot of firmer clays compared to the Sculpey Classic, and I felt it would hold its shape way better, and it did, and I'm very, very happy with how the face turned out. If it was just the face, I'm pretty sure I would love this project 100% more. Not to say I don't love how it turned out. You will see how it turned out. I am very proud of it, but I do think proportion-wise, once it hits the legs, it's not the best thing in the world. So I am still very proud of it, and it's something I will learn from.
Score Bunny to try and keep it from falling over or keep it from getting damaged at all. Let's see how well it works.
20 minutes later.
Alright. Let's see if it survived. I'm scared. That did surprisingly well. It is currently smoking quite a lot, but you know. We definitely need to sand it down later after it dries. Okay, well, for the most part, it's okay. However, there are a few problems with it. You may notice that I changed the position of the foot. Instead of it being like up, like it's jumping, he's up like he's doing like a weird walk. You may also notice the wire sticking out of his head, and that his foot isn't as long as this leg. The problem with that is called gravity, and I probably should have baked this part before I moved on to this part, but I didn't do that, so because of that, he's a little stumpy looking, but we can get around it. It's fine. I'm gonna I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that, because my wire cutters, like I said, are missing. We're gonna need to sand him down a bit, a lot of it. Yeah. I don't know, I'm hoping he'll look better once he's painted, because right now, I'm not that impressed with him. Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna get sandpaper and I'm gonna try and figure this out. Way better than what it was. I am very happy with it right now. I was able to sand down the wires that were sticking out. There was one here and there was the hip wire that was sticking out, and thankfully, obviously, I was able to fix that. I was able to give the body a little bit more curvature too. I flattened out the stomach, I thinned out the leg. Sadly, I tried to give the foot less of a bulgy look, but you know, what can you do? I did fix the smoothness of this leg and the foot. However, I tried to fix the bottom of the tail here. I'm not sure you guys can see it all the well. Oh, you can. The tail, the tinfoil kind of messed up the tail a little bit. We'll cover that with paint. It's not that big of a deal. Here, the tinfoil messed it up a little bit too. It's alright. We're fine. We got this. I sanded down the base. We're okay. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with my pure white acrylic paint, and I'm going to do a base coat all over the entire thing.
So you might be wondering why I don't just use gesso, and that's because to me, gesso and white acrylic paint are basically the same thing. If you don't know what gesso is, it's a white base for acrylic paint for a better stick and a better vibrancy when it comes to colors, and it's the same thing as white acrylic paint. So if you don't have gesso, just use white acrylic paint. You don't have to buy little bottles of white acrylic paint, just buy a big tube of it like me.
So Score Bunny is all painted. Here's all the paints I will be using for the detailing. I will be using Reeves paint. I will be using the colors yellow ochre, lemon yellow, orange, burnt umber, burnt sienna, and Mars black. And to mix them all, here is my palette, a Dixie plate. We're fancy here.
So I really do like painting on the details on the sculptures because I feel like if you're going for that cartoony look, it 100% gives it to you without you having to exactly match proportions with specific colors of clay. And I think that's amazing, and I do love that cartoony look. If you don't know my art style, I do a more cartoony look. Not to say I never do realistic, because if you've been a fan of my channel, I have done somewhat of realistic situations, and I feel like it's a good way to challenge yourself with your painting skills. Now, I know what you're saying, Anna. That's not much of a challenge. It's like a paint by numbers. Okay, but even a paint by numbers increases your skills. I'm a preschool teacher, and literally it's just the little things that can really help increase the way you view things or help increase the way you handle a situation. And for me, this was a big learning curve for me, and it's been such a long time since I've painted a sculpture. And thinking of how I used to paint sculptures and how I did Score Bunny here, I am very proud of myself. And I did a lot of, let me fix this, let me do this. And that's something new for me. Normally, I'm just like, okay, paint, and if I mess it up, it's okay. But this time I wanted to make it look right. And there were some moments where it was like, oops, almost forgot this, oops, almost forgot that. You'll see in the next clip how right now it's really bright outside, and in the next clip it will be, I want to say almost 7 o'clock at night, and it's dark. So, as you remember in the beginning, I said I was going to make him standing on a wooden floor, but because of how uneven the clay became, I kind of worked with it. And I'm like, okay, you know, it'd be really cute if he was like running through a field. And I don't think I ever show this part of me painting it looking like flowers and stuff, but I ended up making it look like flowers and stuff. I kept noticing I was forgetting things because I was also texting pictures to my boyfriend. He goes, oh, isn't he supposed to have an orange neck? Oh, you painted his fingers but not his toes. Oh, what about the little thing on his face, which I 100 that was the last thing to go painted on, I think. I 100% forgot the yellow rectangle on his face, and I kept looking at him like, oh, he looks so cute, but why does he look a little different from the picture? Is it because his eyes are bigger? No. Is it just because it's 3D? Yep, there it goes. Alright, and I was gonna show me glazing and stuff, never did that. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the cinematic shots. I hope you guys enjoy.
Tomorrow for sure. Eventually.
I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe.
I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It was fun for me to make, and I can't wait to make more stuff like it in the future. Leave a comment down below of what you'd like to see next, and if you're new to my magical channel, then hit that subscribe button and maybe that bell to get some notifications when I post and stuff. So yeah, I'll see you all later. Bye!
Around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.